I would like to present the holy grail of Land Cruisers, the elusive 1983 US market spec FJ40. I've owned, I think, about 30 of these over the years, and I wish I kept every last one I've ever sold. In fact, every one I've ever sold over the years, if they resell, they have risen in value by ridiculous margins. There's a couple reasons for that. I think in general you're seeing the vintage utility vehicles, especially Land Cruiser FJ40s and Broncos, just going through the roof as people are starting to respect them as they do sort of traditional classic vehicles. Add to that the fact that the 83 is decidedly the most refined and evolved version of the FJ40. In essence, an 83 is pretty much the same mechanical beast as up to a 1987 FJ60. So you have smoother suspension, better interior ergonomics, quieter transmission and transfer case, taller gearing, tons of little things down to like a dome light that works when the doors are open. This particular truck being an 83, that means it's one of approximately 300 that were made. And out of that approximation of 300, 50 of them came with factory power steering and air conditioning, and this truck is proud to be one of those 50. Both the power steering and the AC work as it should. Truck has 86,206 original miles. It has been garage kept since day one. 2 owners since new. Owner that I purchased it from has owned it since 1985. When sold new, the dealer undercoated and Z-barred the heck out of it, which is probably why we're looking at such a phenomenal body. Keep in mind, this is 100% original paint, upholstery, rims, trim, weather stripping, everything. We've just detailed it and we've combed through it mechanically and done a stage 1 restoration. A TLC, a stage 1 restoration, means basically we have a 35-page list designed specifically for the model. We spent about 4 days going through that list, getting the specs, compression, leak down, pressure testing, miking, blah, 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 to determine what is not within factory tolerances or specifications. Then we go back through it and repair any and all of those items using OEM parts to restore the integrity of the truck. So it's not like a stage 3 where we indiscriminately restore everything. It's where we're taking advantage of the originality of the vehicle and combing through and replacing all the things that perhaps people haven't bothered to do or were not aware of. In the case of this truck, I mean, the second it rolled in here, ran and drove great. So not tons of stuff, but still a good probably $6,000 worth of work. Went through the front brakes, new OEM pads, turned the rotors, new rear wheel cylinders, turned the drums, shoes were new OEM, so they're fine. Put a new fan clutch on it. We did a full valve adjustment, new valve cover gasket. We did a new OEM muffler and tailpipe. We did a massive OEM tune-up, so on top of the valve adjustment and stuff I've listed, that included new OEM plugs, wires, cap, rotor, fuel filter, and timing adjustment. We replaced the clutch slave cylinder and the hydraulic hose. We replaced the front bumper. We replaced the driver and passenger door mirror arms and heads. We replaced the battery hold down and the charcoal canister holes, rear differential pinion seal, and fresh gear oil. Gosh, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, really the only thing I would do to this truck, whoever buys this truck, I highly encourage you, leave it stock. It's imperative. They're only stock, they're only original once, and finding a truck this rare in this sort of exceptional condition makes for a serious blue chip investment. You just can't go wrong with it. If you live on the beach or Boston or somewhere super salty, please buy a trashier truck and have your fun with it. But this truck really is something that the responsibility will be for preservation of it. Only thing that I would do to it is the Old Man Emu suspension upgrade. 33 by 10.5 BF Goodrich all-terrain black wall-out tires. And maybe the headliner, I mean, it's starting to sag. You could get away with it and just leave it alone and call it patina, but it might be worth doing. You know, I don't know if you guys have been following the market recently, but I've been watching some fairly questionable trucks showing up on eBay, and they're quasi-restored. A lot of times they're kind of tramps with lipstick on them, and they are pulling serious money. Um, I just don't get it, but I mean, it's great to see the trucks getting that sort of respect, but at the same time, that means a lot of super tramps that were kicked to the gutter are suddenly considered valuable and marketable and coming back out. So take it or leave it. That's my thought. Certainly would take you a long time to find one this nice. I know it's been at least a couple of years since I've been fortunate enough to find one like this. We totally stumbled into the truck. The owner, his friend, saw a client climbing the Rockies in an Icon FJ40. They struck up a conversation, and that guy said, oh, well, my friend has got this truck. His wife's on him to redo the house, so he may be selling it. One thing led to another. The guy reached out to me. I was super stoked. I mean, I bought it right over the phone. It's just the right deal, the right story, the right situation. So I'll shut up now. I'll just let the video play out. You're welcome to come test drive the truck. We're in Chatsworth, California. We ship internationally. Hopefully this truck will stay in the U.S. since it's such a rare U.S. version. And that's my whole story. 818-280-3330, TLC4x4.com. And as always, I really appreciate y'all's support for my brands. Take care.